Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. We really gotta find a new way to start these videos. I'm so ready for the snow to quit and spring to get here. I can't even tell you how tired of being a slave to this fireplace I am this winter already. Actually, it hasn't been that bad. It hasn't been terribly cold. It's just so snowy. No, it's real hard to rockhound when you're busy building fires. I'm so ready for spring. Nice weather. I mean, I don't mind the crackling of the fireplace, but having to feed it all the time it gets old at the end of the winter. And not being able to go rockhounding is really... Check on your rockhounding friends and make sure that they are okay. Reassure each other that spring is just around the corner and we will make it. So I have a big handful of new rocks that I've never showed you guys. I could go on for days, by the way. But I have some cool ones here that we'll look at, and we'll just visit really quick. So we'll start with a few of these littler ones here. I love the red banding through this one. I think it's really kind of cool. And this cool little agate, it just about wanted to go to little quartz crystals here in the middle. It gets all that like square grainy structure in it. I thought that was kind of cool. And I love it when the Jaspers have a perfect little finger hole in them. A little worry stone sort of shape to them. Believe it or not, I actually find quite a few of those with a perfect little smooth dish already worn into them. I think I had a red one in an episode just not long ago. Speaking of our Jasper, here's a really interesting, like, brecciated Jasper, I think I would call it. It's got so many different little shapes and pieces stuck in it. Kind of a cool little guy. This one. Kind of like the little, like, almost dendritic pattern in the bottom, where on the sides it just translates into these lines. Is really, you do see some of the spots in it too, but I like kind of that angle of that rock. So yeah, just a few quick things there, and we'll get another batch in the light box for you guys. Here's the next little bunch. There really isn't anything overly special about this piece, except that, you know, maybe someday I'd like to chop it up and maybe make a pretty cabochon or something out of it. Otherwise, yeah, just there it is. It's pretty. It's pretty enough that I picked it up and kept it. This one. You might not recognize this one from this angle. Because it looks entirely different on this side. Is it a Jasper agate? Is it just a Jasper? I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool. This one I really like. I love all the like bubbly things happening in this rock. And it's super translucent. I like it. I like it just the way it is. I don't want to polish it or tumble it or make jewelry out of it or anything. That one though, I would chop that one up in a heartbeat. And this one, I love the yellow Jaspers. I pick them up all the time. I think they're just the coolest. A lot of times that yellow doesn't go much more than skin deep, though. A lot of times they're more white inside than yellow. Here's a pretty little guy that should go in a tumbler or something someday. But this rock, we gotta talk about this. This rock is amazing. This Jasper has some of the prettiest little agate banding. Isn't that cool, you guys? Oh, yeah. It's got a little tiny druzy pocket here and there in it too. I love this rock, you guys. I think it's just so pretty. All right, well, let's look at a few more. So you're starting to see that I really like Jaspers. Not only do I really like them, but I find some really nice ones out here. I like agates and stuff too. I just don't find them as big and nice as they find them on the Yellowstone. But what I lack in big agates, I sure do make up for in stellar Jaspers. Can you believe these things, you guys? Aren't they beautiful? Pretty rocks out on the prairie. Pretty rocks are everywhere. Pretty rocks for us to look at. Pretty rocks are everywhere. Alright, enough of that one. This one, I actually have wanted to cut this one. You can see all of that like super fine banding in there, like right by my thumb. Man, I'd like to get a little cab out of that, but I'm so afraid that there's not a lot of this, and I want to get the best cut out of it, the best angle, and I've looked at it 100 times and been like, do I cut it this way? Do I cut it this way? Do I cut it this way? And so one of these days I will cut this and shoot for a piece that looks, like that in there. Where's our focus? Try to get all that little banding into my cut if I can. And this one, you guys, there's something stuck in there. Is that a critter? Or just another type of rock? I'm really not sure. Do you think it's a critter? Or was a critter? Do you think it was a critter? Some kind of sea critter? Or is it just a neat inclusion in this rock? I don't know. Looks like nothing. If I'd have seen it laying this way, I might not have picked it up. But this way, it's so interesting. So, yeah, I guess we can say that winter is long and it's snowy and the snow makes hunting rocks really hard. But it does give us time to come back and appreciate all of the pretty rocks we found throughout the summer. I'm seriously hoping that soon I can take you guys on a rock walk with me instead of hanging out here in the light box and feeding the fireplace. But in the meantime, check on your rock hounding friends. make sure that they're coping. Remind them that spring is just around the corner. Nicer weather will be here soon. And we'll be able to rock walk once again. Until then, hang in there. The snow will melt. Happy hounding to those who have nice weather right now. And stay tuned, because we're gonna rock walk soon, I hope. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.